These are the tires I've been rocking for the last few months. Finarellis, and they are Sonato 45. As you can see, like pretty chunky tire, almost like a mountain bike tire. Bead in the centre. But now I'm going to switch over these Pathfinder Pros, so it's kind of like semi-slick in the centre. Very tightly knit knobs here and then ones at the side, so these are a lot apparently faster. Well, here's the thing, so everything's dry now at the moment, and you're on the road, but you're sliding over stuff. So really with these tires, they grip better when there's a little bit more, a bit of rain, something like that. They're fairly thick side knobs. Whereas I think I'll go quicker with the Pathfinders. I'm going to try them out for the week, see what they're like. I don't want to try anything too close to Badlands or 4 weeks out, but I think it'll do better as a tire. And there's 250 kilometers of road as well. So with that center line, I think it's going to go pretty quick. I've decided I have a new strategy for Badlands. Badlands is in 4 weeks time. So I'm gonna photo it with a photo camera as well as videoing it, and just kind of take some portraits of people along the way. And also, I was thinking a lot of people are doing this like first day, it's for 800 kilometers, first day get the gore, 250k. And I'm looking at some videos and they're getting in, at 2 a.m. after riding from 8 a.m. And I think what I'm going to do is, because the most I've ridden is 100k, is I'm going to do 100k, get to a restaurant or some food, have some food, lie down for an hour, and just do another 100k, same thing, could be 100, 110, 120, get to a restaurant, get some food, lie down for an hour, and do that, because I ain't sleeping, I know that. A couple of things I'm addressing, you can see in the start, I'm not moving too well. I have an issue with my spine, the last 3 or 4 vertebrae and both hips, so steadily they become more and more painful, and it's a constant, so it's affecting a bunch of things, how I walk, how I sleep. And I got an MRI and some x-rays. Gotta see the doctor tomorrow, so I'm gonna do a whole series on how to fix a broken car which is me. It's just miles on the clock, years and years of grind and wear and tear. So can I fix it? Yeah. Can I do the work? Yeah, I can. So we're going to do a whole series of peptides, but not only peptides, just the whole thing of diet, what I'm eating, how I'm training, what I'm adding in, what I'm not adding in. So all you people out there, if you've done jiu-jitsu, you've got a bad spine. If you take a picture of you when you're 15, a picture of your spine when you're 15, it's going to look a lot different to what you look like now, what your spine looks like. So there's going to be wear and tear on it. I don't know anybody that's done jits or MMA that doesn't have some sort of spinal issue. So in between the discs, you got that nice little cushion. That's going to wore the fuck away. Same with the hips. So I'm looking to do a bunch of different things, which will be mainly peptides, and injecting those every day, and then doing the x-rays in 6 months time to see if there's any difference in the rejuvenation of the peptide. Also, I'm adding in traction and just get this stupid race out of the way. That's not stupid, but it's going to be not good for my health. And then just concentrate on getting better. First test on the fucking tyres. Good. Not slipping, not sliding. The rubber compound is very soft. Yeah. Winner. Right, let's get a coffee. 15k in. The route today is about, I think about 70 kilometers. Road and gravel. And it's just to give these tyres a good little test. Now, what I noticed so far is people talk about suppleness of a tyre. I kind of never really understood that. I suppose suppleness kind of, to me, they feel soft. And I'm running a higher pressure than I normally run, but they do feel soft. And what I noticed about when I put them on first was how grippy they were on the tiles and the squeakiness it made as I was just walking through the gym. Whereas with the Pinarellos, the Serranos, I think it's Serrano ends, is it? The bike was almost like sliding off, like if I put the bike up against the wall in the gym, it was almost like slipping off. I had to have it pretty much vertical, and it didn't feel very grippy at all. Now it felt grippy back in winter when everything was damp and a bit more compact and it was gripping into the soil better. But now all I have is loose sand. Everything's sandy, small little rocks, everything's broke up, everything's dried out. And these tyres, I've done a little bit of off-road, a little bit of road here, and initially feel very grippy, very sticky. And even when I used to race, I mean, initially our tyres had tread, then they had no tread, they were slick, but it was all to do with the rubber compound and how soft they were. Probably wear faster, but I don't care. So initially, I'm super happy. It's about my 6th or 7th off-road tyre. So I've had a few different ones and they're all leading brands. So the Maxxis ones, the last ones I had was WTBs. They were grippy, but just got shredded on the sidewalls. The Continental Terra, they were nice. They came with the Gerard bike, but they leaked. So every day you would have to pump them up, leaked a lot. I never punctured with the Pirellis. There's not a mark on them, they never went down. Even when I took them off, there was no sealant left in them. But these ones, these Specialized Pathfinder Pros, these are what's going to stay on the bike for the race. So 4 weeks, get used to them. They're fast on the road, they're fast off-road, and they're supple. I feel a lot of confidence going around corners. I didn't have too much confidence with the Pirellis, even on the road, even though they were wide, because the compound felt hard, and when there's big knobbles, you've got less sticking to the road. Whereas these ones, they sound nice, they feel nice, easier on the body, and I'm happy enough with them. So we're going to go on this road a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go around the lakes. I remember I made a mistake one time. I was on the road bike and come up here, there's a left-hand turn to Barragem, the lakes. That looks good, but my Portuguese wasn't so good, and it says there's no road. And all of a sudden I ended up on this lake drive on my fucking road bike. There was nowhere to go. So today should be fun. Up here another 5k, and then around the lakes and give it a little little whiz.
conclusion then, so I've gone out on the new tours 5 or 6 times now, and I think they're my favorite tour so far for a couple of reasons. They're big, so they're 47, but the volume of them, it's not just the width, it's the volume, and they feel like I'm on balloons, and they feel secure, and they feel grippy. And for what I'm riding on, it's dry, it's loose, it's pebbly, everything's dried out summer here. So for me, the compound is what's going to grip better. So anytime there's a bit of rock, it grips. Anytime there's a bit of pavement, it grips. And I'm running at a little higher pressure because the volume's a bit bigger. 2.5 bar in the back, 2 in the front, and it feels nice, So I'm happy with them, and there's no any marks on them. They don't go down after a few days. That they're staying up. I don't have to keep pumping them up all the time like I did with the Continentals, the Terras. But these ones are great. So would I recommend them? Yeah, I think the recommendation I got off them was from a pro gravel rider who's not sponsored by any tour company. That's the problem. A lot of pros are sponsored by a tour, and they just have to ride that tour, and they just have to say it's great. These are they're worth the money, and they're worth the comfort. Not going to puncture. Solid and comfortable, very comfortable, and I feel like I'm not going to fall off just because the tour let me down. So out of 5, it's hard to fault them.